Imagine waking up every morning, checking your bank account, and feeling that familiar knot in your stomach, the one that whispers you were just one paycheck away from disaster. You've worked hard, saved a little, but somehow, the money slips through your fingers like sand. You're not alone in this. Millions feel the same pull, trapped in a cycle designed to keep you spending, borrowing, and dreaming of a freedom that always seems just out of reach. But what if I told you there's a hidden force at play? A secret playbook brands have mastered to ensure you stay broke. It's not bad luck or poor choices alone. It's a deliberate system, woven into the fabric of everyday life, that turns your desires into their profits. Today, we're peeling back the layers of this illusion, revealing how the world's biggest companies engineer your financial struggles, and more importantly, how ordinary people have broken free to build empires of wealth. This isn't just a story of manipulation, it's a blueprint for your escape, drawn from the triumphs of those who saw through the smoke and mirrors. Let's start at the beginning, with a man named Alex, who grew up in a modest suburban home where every holiday was marked by shiny new gadgets and the latest fashions. Alex's parents worked blue-collar jobs, scraping by, yet their living room was filled with brand-name televisions, designer clothes, and kitchen appliances that promised to make life easier. It was the 1980s, a time when advertising exploded into living rooms via colorful commercials that painted consumption as the path to happiness. Alex absorbed it all, believing that owning the right things would define his success. Fast forward to his 20s, fresh out of college, saddled with student loans, Alex landed his first job in marketing. Ironically, it was here that he began to glimpse the machinery behind the curtain. His role: crafting campaigns for a major soft drink company, where he learned the art of emotional triggers ads that didn't sell soda, but sold belonging, excitement, and status. He saw how brands like this one spent billions, not on improving products, but on psychology, hiring experts to tap into human vulnerabilities. They knew that if they could make you feel incomplete without their item, you'd reach for your wallet every time. But Alex's awakening came during a late-night strategy session. The team was brainstorming ways to boost sales among low-income demographics, targeting families just like his own. They discussed aspirational marketing, where products are positioned as gateways to a better life. Buy this car, and you'll feel powerful. Wear these shoes, and you'll be unstoppable. What shocked Alex was the data, internal reports showing how these tactics led to impulse buys, credit card debt, and a perpetual cycle of wanting more. Brands weren't just selling, they were engineering addiction. Think about it: the endless sales, the limited time offers that create urgency, the influencers paid to flaunt lifestyles you can't afford. It's all calculated to override your rational mind. Alex realized he'd been a pawn in this game his whole life, his family's modest savings eroded by unnecessary upgrades and status symbols. That night, he vowed to flip the script. But the road ahead was fraught with temptations and setbacks that tested his resolve. As Alex delved deeper, he encountered stories of others who'd faced similar traps and emerged victorious, their journeys echoing timeless lessons in financial resilience. Take Sarah, a single mother in her 30s, who once fell prey to the beauty industry's siren call, bombarded by ads promising eternal youth and confidence. Through creams, serums, and procedures, she racked up thousands. In debt, chasing an unattainable ideal, her turning point came when she stumbled upon the realization that these brands thrive on insecurity. They amplify flaws to sell solutions. Sarah decided to redirect her energy. Instead of swiping her card for the latest skincare line, she invested in education, devouring knowledge on budgeting and side hustles. She started small, freelancing her graphic design skills online. But the key was her mindset shift, viewing money not as a tool for instant gratification, but as fuel for independence. Within 2 years, she'd paid off her debts and launched her own digital agency, turning her passion into a six-figure business. Sarah's story illustrates a core truth: brands don't want you empowered. They want you dependent. They flood social media with filtered perfection, making you compare and despair, all while their revenues soar. Building on this, let's explore the deeper mechanics of how brands orchestrate financial stagnation. Consider the credit card empires, those sleek plastic rectangles that promise convenience but deliver chains. In the early 2000s, a wave of rewards programs swept the market, luring consumers with points, cashback, and airline miles. What they hid was the fine print: sky-high interest rates that ballooned small purchases into lifelong burdens. Enter Michael, a tech enthusiast who got hooked on gadget upgrades. Every new smartphone release triggered his FOMO fear of missing out, carefully cultivated by tech giants through teaser campaigns and scarcity tactics. Michael financed his obsessions on credit, convinced each device would boost his productivity. But as balances grew, so did the stress, until a health scare forced a reckoning. He audited his spending and discovered the planned obsolescence secret: products designed to fail or become outdated quickly, ensuring repeat buys. Furious, Michael pivoted. He learned to repair his own devices, invested in quality over quantity, and channeled savings into stock market index funds. Obera decade, his portfolio grew exponentially, funding his early retirement. Michael's escape highlights another layer: brands collaborate with financial institutions to normalize debt, but those who see it as a trap can weaponize compound interest in their favor. Now, imagine scaling this up to the fashion world, where fast fashion chains churn out trends at breakneck speed, convincing you that last season's wardrobe is obsolete. This is where Elena's tale unfolds. A young professional in a bustling city, Elena chased corporate success through impeccable appearances, buying outfits for every meeting and event. Ads whispered that the right look could open doors, but her closet overflowed while her savings dwindled. The breaking point: a layoff that exposed her vulnerability. No emergency fund, just piles of depreciating clothes. Elena reframed her approach, embracing minimalism and timeless pieces. She educated herself on ethical investing, starting a blog that shared her journey and monetized through affiliate links, ironically turning the tables on the very system that ensnared her. Her audience grew, and so did her wealth, proving that true style comes from inner confidence, not external validation. These narratives converge on a pivotal insight: brands exploit the human brain, wiring for novelty and social proof, but awareness is the first step to rewiring it for abundance. As we escalate toward the climax, consider the ultimate deception: the illusion of wealth through luxury. High-end brands don't sell products, they sell exclusivity, crafting narratives around heritage and prestige to justify exorbitant prices. Raj Shin, immigrant entrepreneur, once aspired to this world, leasing luxury cars and watches to project success in his startup pitches. It worked superficially, landing deals, but the hidden costs: maintenance, interest, nearly bankrupted him. In a moment of clarity during an investor meeting gone wrong, Raj stripped away the facade. He focused on bootstrapping his software company, reinvesting profits into innovation rather than appearances. The result: a multi-million-dollar exit, built on authenticity. Raj's victory underscores that real wealth isn't flashy, it's sustainable, rooted in value creation over consumption. Pulling these threads together, the secret brands guard so fiercely is this: your broke state isn't a personal failure, it's their business model. They design ecosystems where spending feels like progress, but it's a hamster wheel keeping you in place. Yet, from Alex's marketing epiphany to Sarah's agency launch, Michael's investment savvy, Elena's minimalist empire, and Roja's authentic triumph, we see the counter-strategy. It begins with questioning every urge, auditing influences, and redirecting resources toward assets that appreciate skills, investments, businesses. The path isn't easy. It demands discipline amid constant bombardment, but those who persist discover a profound freedom. Financial sovereignty, where money works for you, not against you. As you close this chapter, carry this firebreak, the cycle, build your legacy, and watch how the world transforms when you're no longer its unwitting player. The power has always been yours. Now, seize it.